Hello, my internet fans. We're here with another episode of the Stat Boy Rants. I am the Stat Boy. You know who I am. I know who you are. On Facebook and Twitter only.
Do you know who I am?
That was Mr. Jeff Meacham, who is working on his computer doing photos.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Actually playing soccer.
That's right. Oh, he's playing soccer? Oh. Black 6 on the red 7.
No, it's not!
And put the ace on top. Anyway.
Why gotta be a color thing?
Because there's the 7 of clubs and the 7 of spades. They're both black.
The ace of spades. The ace of spades.
We'll get to Triple H and Motorhead later. This is episode.
Actually, I was talking about Harold.
I'll get to that later. This is episode 61, and I'm gonna stick with the usual and just talk about wrestling and talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw. Here we go. The show starts out with Punk and Lawler. Actually, Lawler getting up on the table and reiterating the fact that he is not going to apologize or let CM Punk know that he is the best in the world.
Yeah.
Punk comes out, of course, the whole demanding respect thing again. And let's face it, everyone knows you do not demand respect, you earn respect. Demanding respect never works. I should know this.
How you know this?
I've been demanding respect for 30 years and ain't got me nowhere.
You know this.
I don't know this.
And you know this.
And they tease that that Lawler wants to fight Punk. Lawler says, I'll think about it. Our opening contest,
This is for one ball.
Ryback versus Jack Swagger.
On your knees.
Jack Swagger is probably in booking hell.
Well, that's Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
He's out of time.
And of
So
course,
say goodbye.
Yeah. If they don't do anything soon with Jack Swagger, he's going to be future endeavored. Of course, Ryback comes out. They tease the story with Jinder Mahal, which I'm surprised he still has a story going, or even a job at that.
Well, yeah, he gave Ryback the pink eye.
Oh, that's good to know. And of course, Ryback wins. Then we have our Divas match with Natalya already in the ring, which, don't get me wrong, we love Natalya here at Casa D18, but give her the entrance! Is it too much to have her come down in her black jacket, take off her jacket, show off her body, and get in the ring? Is that too much? That whole entrance will take 30 seconds. Is that 30 seconds so valuable that you have to put a commercial for USA in there?
No, it's not.
Well said, Jade. Good job. The match absolutely was horrid. It looked like there were botches left and right. And of course, Vicky had to come out to attempt to interfere, but she just stood there in the corner like this, which was my general thought of this match. And then after Layla wins, Vicky decides to claim that AJ is doing a horrible job at being the GM, which in a way I kind of agree with, and that she's going to go to the board of directors and say that AJ is abusing her power. Next we get a possibility of Triple H retiring, and we get a video package of mostly the stuff that Triple H did with DX. Very funny stuff. Go to commercial, come back, and now Daniel Bryan is in anger management classes. And we see a guy with a name tag named Harold, but we all spotted him right off the bat. That's Scorpio Sky. And if you don't know who Scorpio Sky is, get on YouTube and find out, because he's cool. Scorpio Sky is a cool guy.
Under Mason Andrews.
Yes. And the ending joke is that, or the first joke is that Daniel Bryan doesn't need anger management, he's misconstrued or whatever. And a little boy walks in wearing a goat mask. And of course Daniel gets all angry, and the little boy lifts up his mask and he starts to cry, and the teacher or the or whatever the doctor says, you know, this is my son, he's playing a goat in the school pageant. And of course Daniel looks like more of a douche than anything else. Cole plugs the confrontation and Lawler accepts. Then, at the end of the first hour, we get John Cena and The Miz part 674 and 2/3. And, I mean, we got a big style match to end the first hour of Raw. I would have put that match in the second hour of Raw. But of course, John Cena comes out on top. And then we have our Raw Interactive on Twitter. What kind of a match would you like to see Punk versus Lawler? A tables match, a steel cage, or a no DQ match? So let's look at now a tables match. Do we really want to put Jerry Lawler through a table?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Could Lawler actually put Punk through a table? No. So that's out. Steel cage match, I had no clue the cage was even up in the rafters. So they did a good shot with their camera angles on that one. No DQ matches, that
would be a match where they infect Punk with spyware. Ah! God damn it!
Apparently there's a joke I'm missing, but I'll go with it.
All will be explained off air.
Yeah.
Shitballs.
Those that know got the joke.
That's why I'm fucking laughing.
That's right.
I think I just got it. Yeah. Good one. It just clicked. I got it.
Pick on me in your show, will you?
Let the record show that this is Jeff Meacham talking at this point. That his views are not mine, so another promo for Triple H, more focusing that he's the King of Kings. And a new DVD has come out, the 50 Greatest Finishing Moves. The first words out of my mouth were epic rant, but let's face it, I haven't even finished the tag team stuff, which I'm really trying, but I don't even know if that's going to happen, folks. I know, I want to see this DVD and then talk about it, but... And I know it's been at least 4 or 5 months since we even had the concept of that tag team epic rant, whatever, episode. So...
But if you still want to see it, leave a comment.
In the floodgates. Another anger management vignette pops up, and Kane decides to show up and take anger. So see, so we're about halfway through the show, and we've only had 3 matches, a bunch of promos, and a bunch of vignettes. Raw is putting me to sleep at this point.
Raw is NyQuil.
Raw cured my cold. Thanks, Raw. Next, we had Heath Slater and the one-man rock band go up against Santino Marella. And the crowd, thank you to the crowd, chanting what everyone thinks Raw is, boring. Oksana comes out, the Cobra gets distracted. I mean, it's like, great, now the Cobra is going to become a character of his own. And Santino wins. Then we plug
Cobra has a better moveset than John Cena.
There you go. We plugged the brand new WWE app. There's an app for that. And we have a tag team match with Brodus Clay and Sin Cara going up against Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes. Didn't really care about this match, but Brodus and Sin Cara won. We have the final installment of the anger management class. And we see our good friend GQ Money but he doesn't say anything, he just sits there and smiles. And now it's time for Triple H to make his grand announcement. But not yet. We have to have one. No, he makes his announcement. And he pretty much... He did not say, though, you know, I'm done, I quit, I'm retired. It's like he danced around it, which to me says he's coming back after his arm heals. Now, I did see somewhere on the internet, I can't remember where, I don't know what site, but apparently the cast was on the wrong arm that was put in the Kimura lock. If you guys can confirm this, let me know in the comment box. I know I saw it somewhere, I just can't remember where. No?
He was running on the left arm like last time.
Was it? It was his left arm that even got broken?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm reading things and hearing things, so I don't know.
Well, if you also read the internet, you also know, or at least if you watched Dad's last week, Jay? Yeah.
Probably.
About the impending apparent retirement of Vince McMahon and Triple H officially taking over. So this could be his out.
News to me.
Okay, well there you go. Now you know. No one's happy about it.
Alright. Next match was R-Truth versus Daniel Bryan. After the anger management stuff, Daniel comes out, the crowd starts chanting no, and Daniel's like, I'm going to get through this, I'm okay with it. He gets thrown to the outside, the crowd starts chanting, he starts arguing with a fan, and gets himself counted out. So now his anger management has been thrown out the window. Then Triple H made his announcement, so I apologize for that. And that's how we end the second hour and go into the third hour. Another tag match, Dolph Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio went up against the team of Randy Orton and Sheamus, who won. I fell asleep during the match. It took me 2 hours to fall asleep, finally. Kane comes out during Zack Ryder's match against David Otunga. Kane comes up, starts to go after Zack, and then instead takes out Otunga. We get a promo for the new WWE movie, The Day. And it's announced that a cage match will be happening between Punk and Lawler. AJ comes out and says no matter what happens in this match, the title match at Night of Champions will be Punk and Cena, which was a big duh moment. So now it's time for the main event. It's a cage match between Punk and Lawler, of course. AJ came out to announce that no matter what happens, the main event at Night of Champions will be Punk and Cena. Duh. That was a given, no matter what. So, Punk and Lawler in the cage. Punk said via Twitter, at CM Punk, that it's all about respect and that Lawler will get the first punch. Which kind of reminded me of the whole thing with Andy Kaufman saying that, Lawler gave him the first headlock, or a free headlock, which is kind of cool. In fact, they even touched on the whole Andy Kaufman thing back in the day. And so he gets the punch in, knocks Punk a little bit loopy, and then basically it's a Lawler beatdown for the duration of the match. Lawler does get to go up, take the strap down, go for the fist drop, and all that, but eventually Punk wins by way of the Anaconda Vice. No GTS for Lawler, thank goodness. Wouldn't want to see that. After the match, though, Punk goes under the ring, grabs a toolbox, grabs a chain and a lock, locks the cage door, and proceeds to continue beating down on Lawler until Lawler admits that Punk is the best in the world, and Lawler still will not do it. This brings out Cena. Cena tries to make the save. And instead of climbing the cage, which I think was the hero way to go, he goes over and he tells him to raise the cage, lift the cage, get the cage off the ground. I'm thinking, Cena, that's giving Punk an escape route, which of course he takes and he goes. Little did I find out that Cena's pretty hurt. His back's hurting like crazy and he can't climb. So, the story continues that, Punk wants respect and he'll go through any ways to get it. And we'll see what happens in 2 weeks at Night of Champions. So, that's what happened on Monday Night Raw, and that's pretty much what this rant is going to be about, because next week's episode, I'm going to tell you guys in advance, is going to be totally non-wrestling, because I'm just going to look through the papers and internet stories and whatnot and put a quick show together because I'm not going to be here for Raw. I am going to be on a cruise ship heading on down to Mexico with the family. Never been on a cruise ship before in my life, so we'll see what that's going to do, and I need a bit of a break. I'm working so much that I need a break. So next week's episode is going to be just whatever kind of stories I can find. I'll talk about that, and then when I come back the week after that, it'll be like a double Raw review, and I think Night of Champions will be coming up soon too, so I'll probably throw in predictions in there, okay? So,
Night of Champions will be the Sunday after we come back.
There you go. So, we're going to be relaxing and working at the same time, I guess, because we're gonna have our phones and whatnot. We're going to see what's happening in the world of wrestling. Alright? So, we're done with this episode. Again, let's send me some tweets. A couple people have sent me some tweets, actually. One asking me if Tony Shivani should be in the Hall of Fame, and I answered, based only on his WCW career, yes.
Fuck no!
No, just on the WCW stuff, not the WWE stuff. Just the WCW stuff. And then somebody also wanted me to put together a list of 15 alumni that would come back for one more match. So maybe while I'm on my vacation, I'll put that one together. So thank you to the two of you that sent me those questions on Twitter. One I did answer on Twitter, the other one I have to put those together. Alright? So, until next time, I will see you all later. And for now, Stat Boy out.